There's nothing better than cracking open a cold beer on a hot summer day, am I right?
Yeah.
So today I'm going to inform you about America's oldest brewery, Yuengling. After researching many sources such as Thrillist.com, BeerInfo.com, and ABCNews.com, I've learned a lot about the brewery itself. So as college students, I know we're probably all used to Keystone and Natty Ice, but has anyone ever had a Yuengling before? All right. So for those of you that haven't, I'm going to give you a little bit of insight about the company itself. So first I'm going to tell you about the foundation of the brewery and the history. Next I'm going to tell you about how Prohibition actually affected the brewery. And then finally I'm going to tell you about how the brewery is still thriving 187 years later. Now that I've previewed what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the foundation of the brewery. The company was founded in the 1800s by David G. Yuengling. In 1829, he was an immigrant from Württemberg, Germany, and he settled in a town called Pottsville, Pennsylvania, which is actually only about an hour and a half from here, and he opened the brewery. According to Thrillist.com, the brewery was originally named the Eagle Brewery. Even though it's since been renamed, the label still bears the original trademark of the bald eagle on the label that he originally chose for the branding. So as you can see, the foundation of the brewery really goes far back into history. And now that I've given you some insight about the foundation of the brewery, I'm going to tell you a little about how Prohibition in the United States affected the brewery. So in 1919, the 18th Amendment was ratified, which called for the prohibition of alcohol. So according to BeerInfo.com, the brewery started producing near beer, which is a non-alcoholic form of beer. And they did this in order to survive, otherwise they would be put out of business. So in 1920, they actually opened a dairy across the street from the brewery and started producing ice cream. They also opened dance halls in Philadelphia and New York City in order to also stay in business. Around 13 years later, when Prohibition ended, Yuengling sent a truckload of winter beer to the president at the time, which was Franklin D. Roosevelt, to show their appreciation. And online it actually said that they sent the truckload of beer on the day that Prohibition ended, which was kind of funny because it takes about 3 weeks for them to produce the beer. So as you can see, the Prohibition affected the company, but they found other ways to stay in business without making beer. So finally, I'm going to tell you a little bit about America's oldest brewery today. So even after 187 years, the brewery is still thriving. According to ABCNews.com, the company has grown from 137 barrels just in 1987 to a projected 2 million barrels of beer this year. So Yuengling is also the second largest brewer in the United States, just short of Samuel Adams. Samuel Adams is sold in 50 states and Yuengling's sold in only about 13. So it just goes to show how much they really are selling. So as you can see, Yuengling has continued to thrive over the years. And after talking to you about America's oldest brewery, I'd like to share with you some final thoughts. So even though it is the oldest brewery in the United States, the company still continues to thrive every day. The brewery was founded in 1829 by David G. Yuengling. The company stayed alive through the Prohibition and continues to prosper even 187 years later. I hope that I've been able to teach you a little bit about Yuengling today. Next time you want to crack open a cold bottle of Yuengling on a hot summer day, you'll know a little bit more about the beer you're about to enjoy. So let me show you some pictures. So this is the Yuengling's logo. So as you can see, the bald eagle is still in place today. And then this is a sign from their ice cream that they were producing. And then this is the outside of the brewery. And these are just some of their various flavors of ice cream. Thank you.